Hello, this is Jihad Mahamdi. I am a communications coach, speaking coach, and public speaking coach for introverts and anyone who suffers with that area of their lives. Now, today, without further ado, I'm going to talk about something that is an ultimate truth and that I always have to remind my clients. So basically, when I'm coaching somebody, when it comes to speaking, specifically when it comes to speaking, when it comes to filler words, I know that I spoke about filler words. I said that you shouldn't overthink them. However, you should minimize them. You shouldn't be saying them all the time because that will diminish the convincing power that comes behind your speech. So there is one thing that we need to focus on, which is practice, practice, practice. If you don't practice, if you don't do trial and error constantly and consistently, you will not be able to learn and to better your communication skills. Now, as you may know, communication skills are very important. Why? Because personal branding, everything now becomes talking. A lot of great businessmen, a lot of great influencers in the world speak. They are like that because they are good speakers and they speak in a convincing way, in a convincing and a convinced way, because if you speak in a convinced way, you speak in a convincing way. And this is how I do it, because I speak and I know what I'm talking about. And the confidence that comes once you start repeating the drills, once you start training, once you put yourself out there, you will start having metal, iron confidence that will make people astonished. People will be astonished. When I go into a room and I start talking, even if I'm scared, and most of the time I'm scared, most of the time because I'm a traumatized soul, I'm still healing my traumas and I'm not perfect. Sometimes I don't perform as good because this is normal and this is human qualities. This is a quality in humans. We get to be imperfect because we're not robots. Thank God we're not robots, because that would be too much pressure on us. So this is my message today. Practice, 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 practice. When it comes to being able to talk in front of the camera, you need to sit in front of the camera and just do that. Okay? Just do it. All right? I find this phrase quite cheesy. I don't really like it because I don't like cheesy, what's it called? Cheesy advice. I don't like it. Like the advice that a lot of people give. It's like, oh, just keep doing it. But it has a truth to it, all right? Like, when you put yourself out there and you just do the thing, even if you think it's imperfect, that is what is perfect for you to do. That is the most perfect thing for you to do if you think if something is imperfect and you actually end up doing it. And that will take you a little step, like one step further towards the perfect, which you will never reach, by the way. You will never reach to the end of your days. However, you will get closer and closer and closer when it comes in terms of performance. For example, when it comes to filler words, if you want to be a convincing speaker, you need to minimize filler words, okay? But if you want to be a human speaker and a convincing speaker and a convinced speaker, you can leave room for some filler words. You can leave room for some, tumble ups, just like right now. It's actually very normal. It's very human. But this is the way you will always get into it. When I started working in sales, I remember I hated it. I hated it. It is a skill set that I had to work on, but I hated working in sales. I absolutely hate working in sales. It is a gruesome, soul-absorbing job that I hate from the bottom of my heart. This is why now I am coaching, because I'm doing what I want to do, which is coaching and teaching, and I've always wanted to do that in my life. Okay? So here is the last piece of advice I leave you with. Practice every day, whatever you want to do. Even if I'm coaching you, even if you want to work with me as a coach, I will push you to practice every day. Even if it means, if you're a CEO, I work with a CEO right now. I told him, look, don't make it a chore, okay? Don't make it into a chore that you have to do every day. okay? Minimize it. Just do the minimum. At least 10 to 15 minutes a day, go and start practicing. And I give really good, in-depth advice and techniques, step-by-step guides to fix and change and direct your focus whenever you're speaking in front of a crowd, socializing, networking, in front of the camera, etc. It doesn't matter. It matters on what you ask me, and I shall deliver. Okay? So this is very important. Practice makes perfect. I just wanted to make this brief video today just to remind you, because a lot of people, when they come and they're waiting to enhance their skills, any type of skill, they don't think of the pain that comes with it. The skill of speaking is very valuable. This is what businesses are. People talk to each other and then they make money. They end up making money. Business is your salesman talks to the customer, he speaks in a certain way, he closes in a certain way, and that's what gets you money. So it's very important. Get onto it, okay? Now, this is the end of the video. If you're interested, you can chat with me. You can find my social media down in the description, and you can leave a comment if you want a question, you want me to answer a question. I will answer it in a video format as well, because that's how I get my ideas, by questions. I get that more on Instagram, but I'm trying to grow on YouTube now. I'm trying to figure out the algorithm. And like my videos. That will help me with the algorithm too, speaking of that. And I will be waiting. And keep practicing always.